So, Dr. DD, I was actually just watching the promo of your new fiction, The Indus Challenge, and there was one particular phrase that really caught my attention, which was from the icy heights of Mount Kailash to the silent seas of Rameshwar. So, why Rameshwar? Is there a reason that that place is so special?
Yeah, I'll explain you. I'll have to take you a little backwards towards Lord Ram. You know, Lord Ram killed Ravan as a part of Ramayana. Even if avatar of Vishnu, even if he is avatar of Vishnu, if he kills a person during a war, even then it is considered to be a kind of committing a sin. In order to atone his sins, he wanted to construct a temple for Lord Shiva at Rameshwar, the place which you are referring to. Now, after the war, after killing Ravan, he came to Rameshwar, and an auspicious time was fixed. Before that, he asked Hanuman to bring a shivling from Mount Kailash, which we talked about.
Right.
So Hanuman went to Mount Kailash to bring the shivling. But before he could come, there was a delay and the auspicious time was about to be over. Then Lord Ram asked Sita to create a shivling from the sands of the banks of Rameshwar. So she made a shivling out of the sand, and then they started worshipping it in order not to miss the auspicious time. But by the time they could do, Hanuman came, of course, with some delays. Then he said he tried to remove the sandling of Sita and tried to install this shivling he brought from Mount Kailash.
Okay.
But surprisingly, he could not remove the sandling installed by Sita. Then everybody looked at Lord Ram. Then Lord Ram said, let both be installed there, and people in future, with the devotees, when they come, they will first worship this shivling installed by Hanuman, and then they will worship this shivling installed by Sita. So the shivling installed by Sita is called Ramling in Rameshwar, and this shivling installed by Hanuman is called Vishwaling. That's the way even today they are worshipping. Apart from this temple history, there are also the 22 tanks which full of water. They call this Dirth. This is supposed to symbolize these 22 arrows of Ram, which always he will be holding it in his quiver. 22 arrows will always be with Ram. So this symbolizes that, they say. And when the bridge was constructed between Rameshwar and Sri Lanka, Ram was trying to construct that in order to cross over the sea. At that time, he used those arrows, 22 arrows, to create these 22 ponds. And they symbolize these 22 ancient rivers of India. This is what is all about Rameshwar. Maybe Paddy could add a little more because his research is always better than mine.
Also, you know, from contemporary perspective as well, if you take before the entire main war of Ramayana happened, Hanumanji had to actually go over to Lanka. So where did he take off from? That place was called as Gandhamadhan Parvat, and it is part of the Rameshwar island itself.
Okay.
Also, later on, when you see the grounds all around the islands, the sea is very, very calm. It's very, very peaceful. It's a very rich fishing ground. Till today also, we and Sri Lanka are fighting over who gets the who gets the fishing rights over there. Rameshwaram also is the place from where the bridge to Lanka started off.
Okay.
So, you know, that was also the start of the Adams Bridge, so-called Adams Bridge. And it's also the hometown of APJ Abdul Kalam, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, one of the most beloved presidents of India, missile man of India, great person. So it has got a lot of contemporary as well as historical importance, the city and the temple itself.
Before Emil could ask her questions, I'll conclude that for a change. See how Rameshwar is connected with the historical characters, Alexander, Chandragupta, Chanakya, and of course our protagonist Rudra, how they are connected with Rameshwar. Yes, obviously You will
In your
be
book.
able to see very soon. So I ended up with my usual this one. So you will see much more of Rameshwar in this book, Hemal.